Horn, I'm in position. What have you got for me?
Analysis of data from the custodians is coming slowly, but I believe we found a solid lead. The bulk of the samples taken recently appear to have been interred in a vault we are designating Block 44. The majority of the Imperial prisoners have likely been taken there, making it the probable destination for your target.
And the remaining samples?
Operations Groups 1 and 2 identified a separate vault as the location of the Dreadmasters. Other samples were separated as well, though the reasons are unclear. Any of them could be a potential target, but our primary objective is the Dreadmasters. It's unlikely Barrows would go unnoticed. It's your call. These are Block 44's coordinates if you decide to pursue it as a lead. If Barrows is sighted elsewhere, you'll be the first to know. Horn out.
How did you... You are good. Nobody shoot. Truce. Look, we could settle our differences, but not right here. I have to stop the Empire.
I'm not buying whatever it is you're selling.
We've got you outgunned. If you want to fight, I can give it to you. You help us spoil their rescue. Permanently. And I'll go quietly.
You should have made an offer earlier, Barrows.
Can't blame a guy for trying. Fan out!
You're mine now, runt! Gonna look good, yeah.
So close. So close!
I would know who you are, and how it is you came to our rescue.
Darth Tormund hired me to deal with Captain Zale Barrows. Him.
Your master has my thanks. He will hear of your contribution to our cause. I am Lord Andreos Thos. We are what remains of Operations Group 1. Have our forces been able to free the Dread Masters?
The rescue operation's still in progress.
At least you've given me a second chance. We're standing on potential reinforcements numbering in the thousands. I must see to their release. Carry on with your business, but stay out of my way.
Been thinking about this since you dumped me on this rock, Zaily boy. Got it all worked out how you're gonna go.
Aren't you gonna do something? You came here for me. What about your bounty?
I'm delivering Barrows in the condition he's in.
We had a deal!
I'm not helping you torture anyone.
Fine! Lucky I still need you.
Thanks. I don't want to know what he had in store for me.
I wouldn't want it to be me.
You've been rubbing me the wrong way since I met you, but I'll let that slide if you do me a favor. I figured joining up with you's my best shot of getting off of this rock. What you say? I'll kill for you.
Fine, but I'll be keeping you on a short leash.
Yeah, lead the way. Just get this little twerp out of my sight before I decide to crush him.
You here to take Barrows off my hands?
I noted your return. I figured it was safe to assume you were successful, given your reputation. I prepared a report of your success for Darth Torman. I have your compensation right here.
I could use a friend in Imperial Intelligence. Keep in touch.
So long as you're sure to put in a good word for me, I'll do that. I must return to my duties. Again, a pleasure.
Everybody front and center.
You didn't mention we had a guest. Who's our large friend?
Three meters of short fuse that owes me. I suggest everyone get acquainted.
Name's Skadge.
Skadge. Okay, interesting. Call me Mako.
This thing begging for a treat?
Skadge. Don't you worry, I've got it committed to memory.
So what's next?
I guess find a place big enough for Skadge to bed down.
You've been a busy girl. Too busy. You should spend more time with your loved ones before they're gone. I'm extending you an invitation. An opportunity to appreciate what you have before you lose it. But if your little boyfriend isn't marriage material, we understand. There'll be plenty of other opportunities for us to meet. If you want a chance to say goodbye, come to Hoth. We won't wait long.
Torian, we've got to save him.
They so much as scuff his boots and they're dead.
If anyone can get him back safe, it's you.
Or at least humiliate them to death.
So what are we gonna do?
Set a course for Hoth.
Right, let's do this. Remember how I said I'd avoid SIS databases for the time being? Decided this was a good time to take a crack at the encryption on that SIS creep Carteri's datapad. The encryption is crazy. Someone threw a solid wall of credits into keeping this thing secure.
Anyone goes to that much trouble to keep a secret, it's gotta be something serious.
That's the scary part. I mean, I'm seriously getting the creeps now. What's my family involved in that's worth this kind of money to the Republic?
You're really upset about this.
I don't know if it's about my family or Brayden or just a puzzle I can't solve. It's making me crazy. Anyway, thanks for listening to me babble. Much appreciated.
Los noite tama patisa. Mo gutuni ompi bedwana. Ni bobo chopa uma.
My job's pretty simple when it comes down to it. I'm a bounty hunter. I track down individuals nobody else can find.
Wa fumare to boto dwana wanki wapata ya tukaroka. Chapon gold mangisa. Chapod I kafuan chawa.
Glad we're on the same page. Mostly.
Bedwana urbi kilawato banki. Donko potokanoda. Tanta Zuza, Cheska Pakuta, Kiska Tada Wata. Mo kila mo klunki, yat, ambumpa borsida.
The person who framed you for stealing.
Kuka de choski na wakuchusa, yo makta chi pompota. Tunta Zuza nerko, higata loya, okata uzazul. So how to punyo is di moto, se go to whoopie whoopie.
Your digs ain't much to look at. At least it's roomy. What do you do for fun in this dump?
You're here to work. How you occupy your off time is your own problem.
Gonna be your problem real soon. On the inside, I got bored. Somebody got stabbed. Better keep me busy.
Stick with me and you won't be short on targets.
That's more like it.
I was starting to think we'd have to finish without you.
You've got no idea what you just got yourself into.
You don't say. Why don't you come a little closer and explain it to me?
Ambush, run!
You aren't saying anything your friend doesn't already know. You know, Grand Champion, you got talent. The Overseers would have scouted you eventually. We could have helped you make a real mark on the galaxy. Now you'll have to settle for your gaudy title and the price on your head.
Who are you working for?
We share a name you won't recognize. Geno Harridan. We solve the Republic's problems, remove troublemakers, keep things running smoothly. Bounty hunting isn't a game, whatever the Mandalorians think. It's serious business, with serious consequences. Consequences you're about to become intimately familiar with.
That's my girl. I owe you. Again. My turn to be bait, I guess.
Well, I always did find you attractive.
Lucky me.
Opasikurusa, migai shibaramushi.
How? This should have been total overkill.
How many more of you are out there hunting me?
I don't know, I swear. Nobody does. We work independently. This is the first time I've heard of overseers acting in tandem. I want out. I don't care how good the money is. It's not worth it.
You're begging the wrong person. Your call.
Dues paid. Finished?
You know, I was actually starting to miss you. Blizz, meet us back at the ship.
Ibostandon.
Glad to see you both made it back okay.
We back on the hunt?
I think it's safe to proceed.
One of Tormund's lackeys forwarded a star chart to a system called Voss. The place isn't even on most maps yet. There's a lot of scuttlebutt about Voss's discovery on the HoloNet, but it's pretty far-fetched stuff even for spacer superstition. The astrogation computer's updated and ready to go when you are.
Notice anything different?
Are you gonna get upset if I say no?
Hardly. I'll just chalk it up to fine craftsmanship. Just acquired some nice form-fitting blast armor. Thought I'd see if it would stand up to a trained eye. Apparently so, if your observation is any indication.
The equipment I'm providing not cutting it?
No complaints. This is purely supplemental. Since I'm still putting myself in harm's way, I decided to make a little investment in my well-being. Been stocking up on interesting tidbits at every port we've hit. From here on, I'm ready for anything.
Ever eaten Mandalorian food? At your adoption, maybe?
I don't think so.
You'd remember it. Eddie class, nose burn. That's how you know it's good. Thought I might make you some tingular, see what you think.
If I say yes, am I going to regret it?
Think of it as a challenge. They say any woman who can survive a plate of tingular is a keeper. I'll fix you some soon as I can get back to the galley.
You got crummy taste and company. Bad enough with that skinny broad and the little twerp trying to walk tall. But I don't get how that squeaking thing and the bellyaching dandy ain't become target practice yet. How'd a hard case like you get tangled up with such a bunch of dainties?
It'd be a mistake to underestimate any of my crew.
Yeah? I ain't buying it. None of your tag-alongs would have lasted 2 minutes with any of my crowd.
I can't picture you as a people person.
Sitting around by myself. Ain't much of a party. Had a good thing going back on Coruscant. Empire shook that place up real good. No law. Just unclaimed turf. And millions of dregs clawing at each other for the scraps. One big round-the-clock brawl. Shame it didn't last.
The Republic send in the troops?
Pecking order got sorted out, gangs formed, party ended. Still, turf wars were fun. My gang was top of the pack. Black Sun were killers to the core, not like those lazy, stinking huts. Wonder what they've been doing since I got nabbed. Gotta go find me something to break.
SIS just throw their ciphers a party with clowns and a juggling bantha. Stupid datapad is impossible to decrypt. But not all is lost. Found a holo address for Coral, I think. I mean, it could be her. I sort of wanted you around when I called her.
I've got your back, Mako. Call her.
What's the worst that can happen, right? It's not her, or it is her, and she instantly hates me. Not a problem. Right, it's nothing to worry about. It's just a stupid call. Hello? Hi. Coral? It's Coral, right? I'm Mako.
Mother of... Mako? My little sister Mako? I can't believe it. I thought you were dead. How did you find me?
Wasn't exactly easy. I ran into an SIS guy looking for you.
Isaac? The SIS agent? Was his name Isaac?
Don't know if it's weirder that you're being hunted by multiple agents, or that you know them all personally.
Oh no. Mako, you've got to help me, please.
If you're gonna tell me SIS is after you, I already figured that out.
Cartery's just one of the agents after me. Isaac's the one leading them. If he finds me...
What? What's he want you for?
I've got to go. I've been on this channel too long already. He's on Drummond Cost looking for me right now. If there's anything you can do to stop him.
Wait, Coral, what's going on? Why is he after you?
They're already trying to trace my location. I have to go, please. You're the only hope I've got.
What is it with people never answering my questions?
You finally talked to your sister. What's your take on her?
She's really like me, isn't she? I really have a sister. Let's go to Drummond Cost. Hold it right there, Coral. For the love of... I'm not Coral! Don't do anything stupid. We should wait for Isaac. Are you crazy? What are we supposed to do? Ask her to just behave herself? I'm just saying Isaac will be here soon. Let's not jump the gun. Hello? Guys, can we talk for a minute? Maybe Isaac will get here soon, or maybe he'll decide to stop for lunch first. We don't exactly have a lot of options here.
Starting to look like you got all the brains in your family, Mako.
No kidding, am I invisible? I should have shown up dressed in a Wookiee costume or something. Someone is gonna answer me this time. Hey, girls! Over here! Look out, she's attacking! Not scared of you. Sorry, did you say something? I'm sort of half here, not feeling so good. I keep seeing those dead girls. My sisters, I just feel queasy. Anyway, sorry, did you need something?
I'm here if you need me.
Thanks. Can you cure a massive case of being freaked out? I don't exactly know how to get over seeing myself, two of me, die. And you know the worst part? Coral didn't tell me, didn't say a word about other sisters.
Coral has some explaining to do.
No kidding. I'm getting answers out of somebody if it kills me. Or them. Preferably them. Let's get moving before I get even more weirded out.
Never thanked you, not making a big deal over me taking off. Good to see my brothers are still alive. Cordan owes me 50 credits.
He owes me a lot more. I was lonely with you gone.
Think I can spot him that one. Been meaning to ask something. Mandalore tell you the SwtoR when you were adopted into his clan?
There was a lot of stuff in Mandalorian. Could have been talking about the weather for all I know.
Sorta what I thought. SwtoR means 6 actions, the core of Mandalorian life. Speaking the language is a big one. I could teach you, if you're up for it.
Private lessons from you? I can think of worse ways to spend my time.
Could learn all kinds of things. Have to find some time later then.
The Empire graciously welcomes you to Voss Orbital. Ambassador Yoran deeply regrets that he was unable to greet you personally. I've been instructed to emphasize the delicate situation you're walking into before you head for the surface. The Ambassador is concerned that your business could jeopardize the Empire's interests on Voss.
Whatever problems you've got here, I'm sure I can take care of them for the right price.
You don't understand. Every single thing we do here is scrutinized and used as leverage in negotiations. The Voss are stubbornly isolationist and abundantly aware of their own value to the Republic and the Empire. It is vital that the Empire fosters goodwill. You must remain on your best behavior.
I'll conduct myself accordingly.
It's the nature of your profession that has the Ambassador concerned. The Voss abhor discord and don't tolerate violence within their territory. You'll mix peacefully with the enemy here. The Voss revere their mystics. Deal carefully with them, or preferably not at all. Also, outsiders are barred from Voskar proper.
Pretend like I've never been here before.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mystics are the spiritual leaders of the Voss. Healers and prophets. The Voss follow their visions without question. Outsiders aren't restricted from traveling the planet, but access to the Voss's home is restricted to the alien enclave. I will let Ambassador Yoran know to expect you. Head to his office once you've landed. Have a safe visit.
Empire stepping lightly. Smells like trouble.
They've probably got good reason for it.
That's what worries me.
You came promptly. Thank the stars. The less time you spend mixing with the locals, the better. I trust my aide was quite explicit in informing you of the need for discretion here.
I'm always a professional.
I have my doubts. Your reputation precedes you. That said, I look forward to being rid of General Redrish. That woman will be the death of me, if you aren't.
What's she doing that's causing you so much grief?
That woman's chum has stalled an entire team of my most skilled negotiators for months now. The Empire has lost a number of newly conquered worlds due to her interference, and we may well lose this one unless she's removed. Unfortunately, we're going to have to take the roundabout course, push her into the open.
The caliber of targets I deal with usually takes some groundwork to get to.
Good. Then I've got an idea where you can start. Imperial intelligence suspects that she's behind the guerrilla attacks on our forces here, but we can't prove it. I believe your best course of action would be to root out General Redrich's officers in the field and gather evidence of her involvement.
You're telling me I can't touch her, but I can shoot up her officers?
You can't touch her here. Out in the wilderness, away from prying eyes, anything could happen. I'm afraid casualty reports are all we have to go on. You'll have to search around the ambush points for signs of the enemy. Take this holo recorder. If you make any discoveries, transmit the evidence to my frequency.
If you insist, but I'll want copies for my scrapbook.
For my own sanity, I'm going to pretend you're taking this seriously.